Alright, I suppose we should get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Lovely weather we've got as well. I've actually had to shut the blinds because it's too bright outside. That's what happens when you're a gamer and summer comes along, is you shut it out. Pretend it's not happening. We are going to play some more Hatfield tonight. Let me flick this over. There we go. And stick this back on the home screen. And let's do it. Right. So we are still... Oh, I keep saying we. I've got to stop saying we. I am still manager of Hatfield. We're about halfway through the season. as you can see, we're 7 points clear at the top of the table. Only 4 defeats. 6 draws though, which is something I'm not that happy with. You can see the schedule here. We've actually had a loss and a draw in our last 2 matches, which I'm not too happy with. We have, however, got Edgware Town at home in the Spartan South Midlands League Cup quarter-final, first and foremost. And yeah, I suppose we better get into it. I had a really big pre-season campaign, as you saw last stream. In fact, where did we get to last stream? It was somewhere... Oh, it was this match, wasn't it? Leverstock. So you can see how I've played since then. Some pretty good results. We have had some ins and outs in the old transfers. So, for example, where did we get to? I think it was here. Wilson has now left. Johnston has left. Johnston's gone to Oxford and they're actually paying him wages. So the chances of re-signing him are quite slim at the moment. But you never know. Clifton left. McGregor left. Although I might try and re-sign him. Because we could really do with him back. Jones left. And again, I might try and re-sign him. Douglas Pringle left, which I was really upset about. He went to St Andrews of all places. But again, he seems interested in re-signing, so we'll do that. Grant left. And Mackenzie Lyle left. Drewson left. Now, Drewson leaving, I was really shocked with. He's gone to Swindon. He's actually gone to Swindon, who I believe are still in League 2. Has he actually made an appearance for them yet? He hasn't. But what a strange move. I mean, not for him. Makes sense for him. But for Swindon, what a really strange move to make. Just to decide to sign him. They are in League 2 still. Yeah. They're, what's that, 11th in League 2. I don't know who their manager is, but he decided that Drewson was the player he wanted. Yeah, last stream I did say Cartwright had left. I actually managed to bring him back. Him and King I managed to bring back on free transfers. Didn't use the editor, just offered them contracts and they accepted. So that was really cool. It's good to welcome them back. Particularly Cartwright, because we were really struggling at centre-back. And now we've actually got someone who can play there. We've got 2 good centre-backs now. We've got Cartwright, who is currently suspended, so not so great. And we've also got this guy here, Craig Noel McLeod, who has been really, really good for us since joining. It would be perfect to bring McGregor back, because we haven't actually been able to replace him, which I'm really frustrated with. The closest we've gotten is Smith. Royal's been out with a broken leg all season. He's nearly back. He's just started the rehab phase. But besides that, we've had an absolute rubbish time trying to replace McGregor and Cartwright. So to bring one or both of them back tonight would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we're going to try and play as many matches as possible tonight. No guarantee how many we'll get through. I'd like to try and get through about the same as we did last week. We probably won't, well, I know we definitely won't end the season today. We'll have to save that either for next time, or do like I said last week, where I'll happily finish the season off camera, start the next season, and then just join me next week wherever I get to. That way I get to play offline. And it also means it doesn't take like 20, 30, 40 weeks. Because that's a year, pretty much, which is way too much. Right, they have offered a contract to McConnor. I actually want to make sure that McConnor knows that McGregor isn't coming in to replace him. He's coming in to play alongside him. Because that is really important. Oh, he's going to ask for silly money, isn't he? Bonus. Goal bonus. Give you lots of money. 475 quid, it's a joke. It stops other teams from signing him, but it also stops me from renegotiating with him, which is quite frustrating. Yeah, he's rejected it. Well, hopefully that doesn't push him out the door. Although it might lower his expectations if he does leave. Finds out the money's not always better at a different club. So this is going to be the lineup. O'Brien in goal. Noon, Noel McLeod, Planim, is that? And Ming across the back. McConnor and Smith in midfield. Orlando Young and Shaheen as the wingers. And then Dinsmore and Wilson up front. Boa, by the way, has been playing exceptionally well. 10 goals in 28 games. Unfortunately, he's not scored for a few matches now, which is why Dinsmore's back in. Because at one point, Dinsmore was on the bench. But the match plan was always subbing, like as soon as a goal went in for either team, where even if Boa was the one who scored it, he would always get brought off and Dinsmore get brought on. Which probably isn't helping his development. So it kind of made sense to just swap them over. And then maybe in the latter halves of matches, Dinsmore might get subbed off and Boa get brought on. Bearing in mind, Boa can also play on the left-hand side of midfield as well. I should actually tweet that I'm live. I set up everything with that in mind and then forgot to send the tweet. Right, twitch.tv/M4J. Thought a goal had been scored then. _ gaming. Spelt correctly. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, hopefully we have a really good stream and get lots of people involved tonight. No one can join the game, obviously, but engaging in the chat would be nice, rather than just sitting there like a mute swan. And we're 1-0 down. Edgware have scored. Sam Wilson, the Falcon, has got the goal. There was me thinking he was busy off fighting Thanos, but apparently no. He's got time to bang them in for Edgware Town as well. Poor defending. Too high a line. Defenders either both need to push up or both drop deep. You can't do one and the other at the same time. That's what I like about these vertical scrolling replays. You really get to see your defensive line when the goal goes in and just what the hell they were doing. As I say, we've had a bit of a tough time. 2 matches in a row without a win. Particularly as before that we had an unbeaten run going that was stretching quite a long way back. So the defeat was the real kick in the teeth, and the draw afterwards was kind of a recovery, but still not the recovery I was looking for. So I'm really looking for the team to actually push on and do something good here. I think has Green left as well? I think Dominic Green left too, which is why Orlando Young's playing on the left-hand side of midfield, because he's not that good a midfielder. Sorry, he's not that good a left midfielder. He's very good on the right. He's not that good on the left, but he's really our only choice at the moment, unless we play Bauer out there. Is it Bauer or Boa? I think it's Boa. I'm gonna say Boa. Or no, I'm gonna say Bauer. I'm gonna say Bauer. Oh, Dinsmore. Let's kick some bossum tonight and tomorrow. Yes. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're going to try and breeze through these as fast as possible. Yep, set on key. Good. We've only had 2 shots all game. It's not good. This inverted arrow formation seems to be my weakness at the moment. Not a big fan of it. You'd think we'd be able to handle it really well with the one of the midfielders dropping back to make a back 5, technically. Since he's set to McConnell's set to ball-winning midfielder, you'd expect that. There is an option. There's an instant result button. I'm not I don't mind clicking it on certain matches. It's just whether the stream minds Like, it's a simulating button. It's nothing to do with the in-game editor or anything like that, but I know some people do get quite tetchy about it. I wouldn't want to finish the season tonight on stream anyway. Because as much as I want to race through the first couple of seasons, I would also quite like to be able to play it and enjoy it. So really it's a matter of playing them off stream and get through the seasons quickly that way. Because on stream it goes a lot slower because the PC's trying to do a stream and simulate matches and all the other stuff that's going on in the background. Off stream I can get through like 20-30 games a day. We missed a few really good chances there. Wilson hitting the post. I'm very disappointed with him. There is also the option, of course, bring Boa back in alongside Dinsmore and drop Wilson. Might do that. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy on the instant result button. I might not use it at all. I don't think we're at the right level to sign him yet. We have to be in the National League, I'd say, before he'd be willing to make the move. Dinsmore, what a really great take. Awful pass. I swear I missed Parsons and Clifton. I misused them last season, but this season they'd have been really, really handy to have around. And the fact that our whole left-hand side at the moment is far weaker than it should be. Bringing Jones back will help at left back. I can't bring Johnston back at the moment because I can't afford him. Something's got to change though, because this is useless, what we've got at the moment. See what the match plan does. My guess is it will bring off Dinsmore and put on Beaumont, and it might take off Orlando Young and put on Berkhamshaw. That's what it's been tending to do for the last few games. McConnor with a good take there. Finds Orlando Young, who sort of gets past his man. Picks out Dinsmore, who doesn't do anything noteworthy at all there. McConnor to Smith. Ball over the top. Headed away from Dinsmore. Smith again. Goes round the corner towards Shaheen, who needs to work hard to keep it in. Does. Crosses it in. Wilson with the header into the keeper's hands. I could. One up front doesn't really work with these players though. Which is why I've gone from the 4-2-3-1 to the 4-4-2. Also, there's that thing of just because it works well against you doesn't mean it'll work well for you. There we go. Who did it bring off? Brought off Ming, Shaheen and Orlando Young. Brought on Carroll, Doyle and Beaumont. So I was wrong. Berkhamshaw wasn't brought on. We have got the three up front though. Wilson's pass blocked. For some reason I would personally play Wilson through the middle as a target man, but it always seems to play him down the left hand side, which means when the ball gets played in the channel he has to chase it, and he's just got no pace. That's a good ball though to Beaumont. Oh, he's put it wide. Worth a shot. Maybe. I'm quite happy with the three formations that I've got. Particularly because with the match plans, all three formations are used at various points. And go 3-4-3, last chance saloon. Don't think we're going to have time to snatch the goal now. That's really disappointing. Did we win this tournament last season? I think we did. The team definitely feels weaker this season compared to last season. And yeah, I think league-wise we're actually doing better. That's full time. Yeah, that was a poor game. Have we still got green? Oh, we have still got green. Oh, I think he might have been injured, actually. I think he might have been injured. I'm putting him back in, definitely. How close is Royal? 11 days and 3 weeks. It's still quite a long time. Cartwright's still suspended. Yep. Alright. One thing I might change is in the match plans, this one in particular, if we go 3 goals up in the first half. Now, which tactic is... It's that one, isn't it? 3. Yeah. Let's make sure everyone's where they should be. Yep, good. So match plan, 3 goals up in the first half. I think it's this one. We're going to switch to 3. Because we don't need as many forward, we can go a little bit more defensive. And we'll set that like so. I'll have a look on the old scout list again, because I do feel like we really need to improve strength and depth. Oh, Jones and Douglas Pringle are both on there. Drury, yeah, we might sign... Is this the Drury I'm thinking of? What are you, 25? You are the Drury I was thinking of. Okay. He wants a fair whack of money, but... And just to prove that we can't afford him. There we go. He doesn't believe the squad is strong enough yet. I emphasize yet. This time next season. Alright, Josh, no worries. If there's anyone else in the chat, do feel free to say hi. Don't feel like you've got to sit there in silence. I know it's intimidating, but it's not that bad, honestly. No one's going to bite your head off. So who have we got next? We got Bedford FC, who are 22nd in the league, so we really should be wiping the floor with them. But then I kind of thought that with Edgware as well. I think Edgware are above us though, like level wise. I don't know, they might be below us actually. I think we're in the top Spartan league. I need to do more research on this clearly. The English football pyramid gets a little bit confusing as you go down, particularly in this game, because it doesn't tell you what levels they're all at. Just on the thing here, like it doesn't say, oh, this is level 10, this is level 11. So you really do have to look to see what level you're at. Yeah, Swindon aren't interested in loaning out Drusen. Maybe if I declare my interest. Are you of the belief that there are some clubs and managers who are able to provide more of a known commodity? Yes. Yeah, I'll just butter them up a little bit. Because I want to be able to do business with them. Maybe even loan a couple of other players from Swindon. That would be nice. Get Drusen to recommend Hatfield to some of his new teammates. So I'm going to guess he's in the youth team right now. I can't imagine he'll be in the first team. Kind of makes me wonder, like Johnston has gone to Oxford City, which is still quite a step up from where he was with us. But the fact that Johnston, who is better than Drusen, has gone to a club at a lower level than Drusen has, it's a real mystery. I still can't get my head around. Why Swindon? Came out of nowhere as well. It was literally like they offered him a contract and he accepted it pretty much on the same day. Alright, yep, keen to wrap up the deal for Drewson. Yeah, he's in the under 23s. He's actually got really good current and potential according to that. Could be good for him. Could be good for him to go there for a little bit. Get his stats up. Maybe we try and sign him again in a season or so's time. I can't imagine they'll extend his contract. And I might actually look at Johnston again. Because you never know. We will have to pay a fee for him. But we're actually £1,000 a week under our wage budget still. So we might be able to do some switching around there. Also financially, the reason I went on that screen there. We're actually gaining money. We were on minus 345,000, I think it was, at the end of last stream. We're now on minus 308,000. So we are earning money again. McGregor has agreed to join. Fantastic. So we've got our midfield duo back. That's always a relief. Actually really happy about that. Hopefully Jones re-signs as well. There you go. McGregor back. Put him straight back into the starting lineup. Oh, he's actually suspended for the next match. Well, that's perfect, isn't it? Something else which I've not really been keeping track of is training. That needs to be very high. There we go. And coaches, of which I haven't actually updated since last season. We've got at least a star on everything though, so that's good. Yeah, we're not exceeding, we're not under, so that's fine. Hello golfer. Welcome to the stream. I'm moderator. I assume the doorbell was you've ordered an Indian again. Grant has returned. Fantastic. Get him back involved in the next game as well. Swindon have once again rejected the bid. Oh, Chinese this time. Very, very fancy. Very fancy indeed. I really fancy a pizza after this. Might have to go get one. Douglas Pringle has also rejoined. Fantastic. This is what it's all about. This whole series is going to be players leaving and rejoining at various points. And Jones has rejoined. Oh. The day is saved. Right, so Grant is going to go on the bench for this next game. Douglas Pringle is also going to go on the bench instead of Delfonso. You two are going to swap. You're actually ineligible. Why are you ineligible? Oh, I think because you're playing for the other squad today. The youth team. Doyle's going to drop out. Jones is going to go on the bench. So we've got cover at the right back, centre back, left back. And then also centre back, midfield and up front, and also on the right wing, attacking midfield and up front also. Good stuff. And suddenly our team looks strong again. Just in time for the next match. Very happy with that. Green on the left wing as well. Bringing him back was, or bringing him back into the lineup was very, very good. We'll see how much Oxford want for Johnston. Did that come back actually? Did I miss that? Has it come back? Not yet. We've still got to wait to find out what's happening with Drury. And there's this guy too that my DOF was trying to sign. Who can play right back and centre midfield. Because he thinks we need a new right back. So we were both on the same page. It just so happened that the new right back is also the same as the old right back. So they want 4,000 with 30% of the next sale. Deal. I think we can afford that. He's looking for a better contract type. That's what makes me think we have to go... Maybe... I don't think they'll let me go professional. Because I think I've asked them about... Oh, maybe they will. Rivals, stress, fine. But we need to go to at least part-time. Improve youth facilities is definitely something. Alright, again, not because of the finances. It's always that. That's the struggle in the first few seasons. It's always with the money. I can kind of understand that with Johnston though. It's not like he doesn't want to rejoin us. It's just we can't offer him the contract type that he wants. Because at the moment he's on a full-time, or part-time at least, but he's on a weekly wage contract. Which we can't give him. So I can kind of understand his concerns. Right, Drury has signed. Good news. I might start Drury for this game on the right hand side. Look at that, four signings and suddenly we got a really strong, versatile squad again. It's perfect. British Airways have offered a contract to Vincent. Who have they got anyone that I could look at? Very good with planes. Hatfield's got a good aviation history. So you know, there's that. They've actually got quite a big squad. Get a scout report on all of them. Also get a team report from Ed Tuck. See what I mean about the gap between matches? Off stream, when I'm not streaming, it's much, much quicker. This bit. Literally fly through it. That's not a pun to do with British Airways, by the way. It's a bit frustrating. I know a lot of people have streaming PCs, but I don't want to go to the expense of buying a PC just for streaming purposes. Like literally just to plug my actual PC into this one via a capture card, and you know, that just seems really... A lot of people do it, like when they upgrade their PCs, they plug the new one into the old one and stream through the old one still. I don't have an old PC or a new one, so I just have this one. Oh, that's the other thing. Every single club in the world seems to have given me a job offer, or at least an interview. And yet, as you'll see in my Journeyman series in a couple of weeks' time, that's not the case. At all. Very frustrating. Come on, get us into the game. Oh yeah, I put this guy in on trial, didn't I? I'm sure I've signed this guy before. He doesn't really fill positions that we need, because Douglas Pringle can play all through the midfield. Oh, the match has been postponed. Of course it has. Waterlogged pitch. Welcome to February in England. Yep, that happens. That does happen. It's happened a few times. So I've got a game in hand over second place now, which is actually quite beneficial. There was something really important I was about to check. Oh yeah, there is. So we are out of all the cups now. So it is just the league. How many... So there's 22 teams. Double that is 44. So there's 42 games. So we've got 13 matches left. And we are 4 points clear with a game in hand. Okay, too much of an ask to finish the season tonight then. So I'll get as far as I can tonight in 2 to 3 hours, probably 3 hours. And then there might be. I might ask if I can relay the pitch. Yeah, so I'll get as far as I can in 3 hours tonight, and then I'll complete the season off stream, do pre-season off stream, start the new season off stream, and then we'll just pick up where I get to by next week. I think that works best for everybody then. I know I can ask the board to relay the pitch. I don't know if there's an option to replace it with a 4G. If they haven't got that, they should definitely add it. I think the yeah, maybe the reason they don't have it is because particularly in England, there's only 2 leagues that exist outside the Football League on the base game. And once you get promoted to the Football League, you have to change your pitch anyway. So maybe they don't want it so that you change your pitch, and then the next season you get promoted and you have to change it back. I don't know.